Dzień dobry moi drodzy i witam w kolejnym Lanternite. Tym razem dosłownie będę wszystko robił na ostatnią chwilę. Ale no, jednak darmową postać i skina do sianing chcę dostać. No a przy okazji też, nie wiem, pobawię się trochę w dubbing. No siema. No skądże znowu?
Which is why I stopped you. We can't disturb her now where we won't get to see the brand spanking new Director Who.
What do you mean by that?
Oh well, I gave her a new outfit as a gift.
Ooh.
But she's so used to her uniform that she's hesitant to try it on.
Ładny jest w sumie ten outfit Husao, ale z drugiej strony z jakiegoś powodu bardzo mi się kojarzy, nie wiem, ze strojem marynarza. Znaczy najpierw pomyślałem, że o, nowy skin do Hutao, no to na pewno sobie kupię, ale... Teraz myślę, że jednak chyba będę oszczędzał sobie te kryształy. Nie wiem, wciąż gdzieś mam takie z tyłu głowy taką nadzieję, że a może kiedyś będzie żongli skin. Albo kazucha. Możemy jej pomóc. Guess who? Happy Lantern Director Who. Ach, wonderful, you still remember my voice. That means you must have missed me a lot. Pokaż całego skina. Happy Lantern Rite.
Wow, Hutao! Is that a new outfit? It looks great!
Well, thanks to Shanling. Apparently it was a custom made by a designer from Fontaine. I hope it didn't put you out too much. No, bardzo mi się kojarzy z takim bardziej marynarskim outfitem w sumie. Jezu, ładnie to jest. Ja praktycznie co roku sobie tutaj robię zdjęcia z jakąś postacią z Lanternite'u. Przeważnie najnowszą, która wyjdzie, albo ewentualnie taką, która dostaje skina. No, będę musiał się pośpieszyć i zrobić jeszcze z Shanling i tą nową typiarką, która wyszła, która nie wiem jak się nazywa. O, moja ulubiona parka! Najlepszy ship z Genshina. Gdzie wy jesteście teraz, koledzy? Szczerze, do niej też nie mam jakichś takich, nie wiem, uczuć, że tak powiem. Nie wiem, jest mi tak stricte obojętna. Ona ma strasznie ogromne oczy swoją drogą. Ale też jakoś... Nie wiem, chyba muszę sobie poczytać jej historię. Bo też nie wiem, czy tu było powiedziane. Czy ona w ogóle zrobiła coś wielkiego w tym Lanternite? Nawet nie wiem w sumie. Yes, it said that during the Archon War period there was a divine mountain in Liyue with a giant tree on its summit. A tree who was also a god named Tao Dao? Nie mam pojęcia. A no. And this tree was also a god? Correct. Back then, people thought that behind Tao Du was the realm of the dead, and if you committed grave sins in life, your soul will be unable to pass beyond that tree and into the afterlife.
Even today, in my hometown, people still say things like, "You'll never cross Mount Taodu when you die." It's very insulting, though, so don't go around repeating it.
When the Archon War arrived, Tao Du was dragged into the fighting, disturbing the realm of the dead. The boundary between life and death became blurred, and death began to encroach on the realm of the living. Trochę podobne do Atlanu w sumie.
That's where the sanctification of Tao Du comes in. The 8 adepts rose up to solve the crisis and laid down a great magic array to purify Tao Du.
Exactly. After that, Tao Du's remains sank into the ley lines and became a border separating the living of Liyue from the dead.
Wait, the border? The border between life and death? That's where it comes from?
Huh.
So the legends say, but who knows if it's true? Those 8 adepts must be super powerful.
No raczej, nie inaczej.
Are we sure they weren't just adepti? Yep. And in fact, their tale specifically emphasizes that most of them were ordinary humans.
Aż dziwne? Kiedy mi się mapa odblokowuje? O, już się odblokowuje. Dobra, nieważne. Jakie ładne. Holy shit. Ach, tak. Dobrze, tym się zajmę generalnie potem. Nie czas na to. No, witam. O, to się trochę spóźniliśmy.
unfortunately. She's attending a meeting elsewhere.
Ma'am, do you happen
Jaki
to
on
know
ma
the
głos w
young lady with
ogóle?
black hair is?
I haven't met her before, but that silver swallow hairpiece makes me wonder if she's from Chenyu Vale.
Chenyu Vale.
God damn.
Well, it's just... So the other day when I was out shopping, I ran into... Later that day, as I was moving his lordship to a more comfortable bedroom, I saw something underneath his bed. There was some kind of spell written on it. It was icy cold to the touch and made the whole
Uuu,
room chilly.
spooky.
The whole thing seems very sinister.
Ghostbusters normalnie. A temu co się stało?
Timaeus? What's wrong
Moja druga ulubiona parka.
Couldn't possibly ask that of you.
Don't mention that, let's just get him to the doctor.
If
Paju.
sure.
O, koledzy. Dzień dobry, wróciłem.
You're back. Thanks again for helping me get Timaeus to the doctor. Please, take this Mora as a small token
Darmo
of
to
our
uczciwa
gratitude.
cena.
Shoot! I was face to face with her, and I had no idea. And then she just ran off after Hotel. Weird.
Bardzo. Maybe she'll be at the funeral parlor.
Are you going to look for her? If so, could you take this with you?
Ooh.
I just found it in the store.
Huh? Wait, isn't this one of those rattan figures?
Whatever it is, we don't sell them. So I'm guessing Madame Lan left it here by accident.
Yeah, well, she definitely makes these. Although, this one's pretty different from the one she made for the street fair. Plus, it has a sigil on it for
Podejrzane. A już miałem nadzieję, że jej nie spotkam. Plus tego Lantern Rite'u jest taki, że przynajmniej ona nie japie. Cześć, żongli. It's been too long, old friends. Are you here for the opera? Wręcz przeciwnie, jestem tu dla ciebie.
Oh dear.
Tak, Boże, nareszcie. Daj mi pogadać z moim starym dziadem.
Okay, so a friend of ours left something behind at a shop. We're trying to return it to her, and all we know is she's probably with Hotel. Any idea where Hotel might be? Oh, great. Well, this is just fantastic.
Oh, goodness. That's what you're trying to get back to her? But isn't that a pentad rattan?
Czyli, bo nic mi to nie mówi.
Haven't you heard? The word on the street is that the patriarch of the Feiyun Commerce Guild has fallen gravely ill.
Aha.
They say his family found an ominous-looking rattan figure in his
O,
bedroom, and there was a pentad fortune conveyance talisman on it.
podejrzane bardzo.
That cursed thing must have been put there to steal his good fortune. It's destroying his health, wealth, and every other good thing in his life. And based on the description, your rattan figure looks suspiciously similar. It could even be the one that... get it away from me. I don't want that thing anywhere near me.
Nie dziwię się.
This leaves only one question unanswered. Namely, why would the Lans of Chenyu
Nie wiem, jakiegoś beefa mają ze sobą.
with the Feiyun Commerce Guild?
What? Will you listen to yourself? You can't seriously believe all that. You'd sooner convince Paimon that Rex Lapis was a slime.
The latter is certainly the more compelling theory. Master Liu, you appear to have been misinformed by these rumors and also failed to notice the Guan sigil on this particular rattan figure.
Oh? Please enlighten me, Mr. Zhongli.
This is the sign of Vaisravana, one of the four main exorcism sigils, a most upstanding and auspicious sign by no means cursed. As a matter of fact, a series of fortune coins bearing the exorcism sigils recently entered circulation in Liyue Harbor. I am somewhat surprised that you didn't recognize it, Master Liu.
Oh, superior
Tak, wspaniale.
More sense than Madame Long going around trying to curse people to death.
Nie wygląda na taką, ale jak to się mówi, cicha woda brzegi rwie. Any ideas, Zhongli? The director's mind is a labyrinth I could not hope to comprehend. She probably has more things she has to think about than the rest of us combined.
Are any of those thoughts the kind that might keep someone up at
Hmm.
night?
She has never mentioned that. But as the director of the Wangsheng funeral parlor, she has a solemn duty to balance the forces of life and death in Liyue. I would be surprised and even a little unsettled if she were truly as carefree as she appears. Może to jest swego rodzaju mechanizm obronny, kto go tam wie. You two ought to be out enjoying the festives. The lantern ride only comes once a year, so make the most of it. No, postaram się. If you're still worried, take this. Ooh. What's this? A fortune coin. It has recently become customary to give them as gifts, so in the spirit of the season, this is my gift to you. O, jak miło! Jezu, Paimon!
So it's an anti-anxiety coin? How is that supposed to work?
Jezus, marzenie.
Well, even if the coin itself is a replica, the symbol of Rex Lapis is still genuine. And if the symbol is real, so are its effects. So as long as you have this coin, Rex Lapis will always be with you.
Trochę mi się to kojarzy z tymi wszystkimi, nie wiem, kamieniami, które leczą. Nie, to były ręce, które leczą, ale oj, wiadomo, o co mi chodzi z tymi kamieniami. Papa żongli. Dobrze, teraz zostaw mnie, nie chcę z tobą rozmawiać.
Sounds like you have a tough life, hey Paimon. Sometimes you feast, but sometimes the traveler lets you go
Jasne, wszystko na mnie nagle.
And hang with me from now on. You'll never go hungry again. Ooh, now that is a tempting offer.
At least I've never charged you for a single meal.
That may be true, but you also pretty much never feed Paimon on.
Aha, jak zwierzę dosłownie.
No, his condition is stable for now. This is a different
O?
situation. It's about Chi-Chi.
Czyżby uciekła?
Chi-Chi? What's wrong with her? Has she passed out too?
Nie wiem, czy jako zombie. To co, nie wiem, klątwa, czy choroba, czy co to jest, może ją dotknąć w jakiś
She still
sposób.
hasn't come back from her herb gathering trip. It was 2 days ago that she left. And
Tak
she
samo
was
jak
supposed to
Hutao,
return the same
podejrzane. O, creepy się zaczyna robić. Czy to będzie w końcu Ghostmasters od domu? O, dzień dobry.
Look, it's another one of Lan Yan's rattan figures. Does that mean she's
Ewidentnie. Probably and likely with Hutao.
just what are they up to?
To jest dosłownie Ghostbusters w domu.
To go ghost hunting. One second. Oh, okay. Here, Paimon out. Chi-Chi's a zombie, so her joints are stiff. That means she can't run too fast, and so she must have gotten kidnapped by a ghost.
Jaka teoria spiskowa. A perfectly logical argument, but somehow still not very credible. Yelan, hold up, it's me. I found an herb gatherer's basket partway up the mountain, possibly belonging to Chi-Chi, but I don't think she's here anymore. Uh-huh.
What makes you so sure?
Because I scoured this whole place looking for clues, that's how I know that the immediate area is safe. But beyond this point, I can't be sure. So you're here to look for Chi-Chi as well? No, I'm investigating the unknown disturbance here. Oh! About a month ago, the Minister of Civil Affairs noticed an unusual spike in the number of elderly people seeking medical care in, nie wiem, jakieś tam village. Plus, they all seem to be suffering from an unknown illness.
You noticed that too. He's convinced that something's up in Qing's
Ooh.
village.
Actually, we discovered that the source of the problem isn't Qingchu village, na pewno nie, itself, but where we are now, Wuwang Hill. But the village isn't far from here, and the elderly residents are particularly vulnerable, which is why they're borne the brunt of it.
The plot.
Dosłownie, it would be Hutao and Lanyan knew something.
Probably. If only we knew where the heck they'd gone.
I might have some idea.
Really? So where are they?
Somewhere difficult to reach. For now, you should come with me. We need to speak with Ningguan. Ale jak to? Czy mam się wracać?
Why?
Don't act so surprised. I just shared top secret information with you. Surely you didn't think I would let you walk away.
What are you gonna do?
Yelan! Znamy się przecież. I'm kidding. Ningguan is well aware of the situation with Director Hu and everything I've suggested that Lanyan and Chi-Chi have ended up in the same place as her. Come on, Ningguan will explain everything. I know you're looking for someone and I don't wish to waste your time, so I'll get right to the point. Dziękuję. From what I understand, Director Hu Tao, Miss Chi-Chi, and Miss Lanyan are currently strained inside a border.
Border? The border? That border?
Aj, niedobrze. Yes, that border, the border between life and death. Time is limited, so I can't go into full detail, but let me give you a brief bit of background on the current situation. 1 month ago, the Ministry of Civil Affairs became aware of an unusual illness affecting the allergy of Xingshu. To już wiem. A couple of weeks later, the Doctor Who came to report a potential disturbance in the border. The Ministry of Civil Affairs investigated and sure enough found an anonymous presence on Wuangwil. Then 3 days ago, Hu Tao came to us again, this time to update us that she was now ready to go to the border and investigate the situation in full. We had agreed to meet again yesterday, but she failed to show up. That's when I sent Yalan to investigate further. Director Who's last known location was Wulang Hill. Same goes for Chichi and Lanyan. I'm about 90% sure all 3 of them are stuck in the border.
If even Hu Tao could walk, there must be something seriously wrong.
Now that you think of this situation, are you willing to travel to the border and rescue Hu Tao and company? Jasne. Your prior experience exploring that realm makes you our best hope. Spoko, ja w Datlanie robię gorsze rzeczy. Dosłownie speedrun. Nie no, zdążę? Chyba zdążę. Dobra, trzeba się śpieszyć, nie ma co się zastanawiać. Ja tu nie mam czasu, zaraz się event kończy. Aha, bardzo ładnie. Aha, a zaraz się zacznie dopiero. No, elegancko. Przynajmniej znam lokalizację tych wszystkich. Wyłaź. Aż za spokojnie tu wygląda. Odnalazły się nasze zguby. Czy to w ogóle jakkolwiek działa? That was impressive. I didn't know hypnotism worked in reverse. Wow. Hang in there. I'm close to figuring out how to get to the exit. Want to close my eyes and dream.
Fight it, Chi-Chi. Fight it.
A dream, huh? All right, Chichi. Let me help you with that. Now listen closely. This is how your dream is going to go. Picking herbs in the blazing sun, Chichi wipes her brow. Picking herbs, Chichi. She finds a temple on a hill and goes to seek the Tao. Temple on a hill. An old priest greets her at the door. Surprise! Her name's Hu Tao. Hu Tao? She grabs young Chichi with both hands and buries her deep under the Jesus Maria by Rex Lapis. She will never be found. Boże, jak ja dawno nie grałem Hu Tao swoją drogą. Nawet nie pamiętam, kiedy ja ją ostatnim razem wyciągnąłem chociaż do abyssu. No jest zombie, nie? Więc nie wiesz? Chichi's condition is centrally unique, but regardless, it was still a risky call. Prawda. Ekipa ratunkowa wróciła. Wow, w końcu problemem jest Abyss? Coś nowego. Nie wydaje mi się. Yes, I heard a little about the crisis there, but as far as I understand, the Night Kingdom is a true realm of the dead, while the border is more of a boundary world between life and death. Yep, it's a demarcation line, life on side, death on the other side, so if the border fails, souls will pour out, and the whole thing becomes a chaotic mix of life and death, just like what happened Albus millennia ago. No, a teraz to tym bardziej kojarzy mi się z Natlanem. No, don't worry, that's the traditional interpretation, but people just assumed that because the lone butterfly sacrificed herself. But let's not forget they were purifying a whole god. As bad as things are now, it's still a far cry from what they had to deal with. Besides, the border isn't completely ruined, so we're only fixing the one part of it. Jakiś plus chyba. If you ask me, as long as the Overlay Master can withstand a huge blast of feather, they will be just fine. Oh? To stąd te opuszczone domy? A. To jak to... Jak wysoko musiała się woda ta podnieść? Dobra, to już jest ciekawe. Czy ja wiem, czy takie dziwne? Yes, well, the people in this picture keep appearing in my dreams lately, and none of them are around anymore, so keeping you out of the picture is probably for the best. Jezus Maria. Jej rodzina! Yeah, my dad and my grandpa. Without this picture, I'd probably have forgotten what my dad looked like by now. When he passed, I was still too young to understand what was going on. Ja chcę wiedzieć, czy ktoś kiedykolwiek zrobił jakiś, nie wiem, tabelę, powiedzmy, czy coś takiego, czy jakąś listę, ile postaci w Genshinie ma martwych rodziców. Bo ile można? Everything I know about my dad I learned from my grandpa. So what happened to him? There was a border incident on Wuang Hill about a dozen years ago. My dad tried using the art of Homa to burn away the feather, but he slipped up and suffered a little exposure to it. He died on the spot. Ooh. Yep, his mistake didn't just cost him his own life. It took most of the village out and left lasting changes on Wuang Hill itself. Thankfully, my grandpa managed to deal with the fallout, but that's not to say he escaped unscathed. He didn't even make it to 60 before he passed. Damn, so your grandpa was affected by the incident with your dad? Well, he never admitted it, of course, but given how fit and healthy he was before that, I would expect him to have a few more years in him.
Sounds like you blame your dad for all this.
Czysto teoretycznie można tak powiedzieć. How could I not? It would be one thing if he was just a spoiled brat who never amounted to anything, but he was a genius. He was and still is the best spellcaster in our family for generations. Grandpa always called me gifted for mastering the Wangshan arts by the age of 8, but by the time my dad was 8, he was already hosting rituals in incarnating Feather Albert himself. O Boże, to mi się trochę kojarzy z tym memem, ty i syn koleżanki twojej starej. Fixing the border crisis should have been a piece of cake for him, and he messed up. Who else is there to blame if not him?
Maybe
W sumie,
question is, why did he mess up?
because he was an unworthy director. Every past director has buried away all their belongings when they pass on, leaving at most 1 or 2 items behind. My grandpa, for example, left only his hat behind, but my dad, he left a whole pile of stuff, including his meaningless picture.
But doesn't that show how much he cared?
No, all it shows is that he was unable to let go, and the fact that he couldn't let go is precisely why he failed during that ritual. He was too attached to his aging father, his young daughter, and the world where we were all together. That's why he hesitated in that final moment, because he was afraid to die. He lost focus and death won, taking his life and many others. In this line of work, we know better than anyone how hard letting go can be. We see it all the time, but as funeral directors, it's the one thing we cannot allow ourselves to fall victim to. Like Grandpa always said, we should live in life and die in death. That's the whole basis of the Wangshan funeral parlor's existence. Unfortunately, with my dad, these teachings went in one ear and out of the other. He let everyone down. Kurde.
You don't need to be so hard on him. Sure, he made a mistake, but he can't have meant for things to turn out this way.
You're missing the point, my little Paimon. It's precisely because he's my dad that I choose not to hold back. Wytłumacz może. There isn't a father in the world who would disapprove of their daughter being outspoken, because a father's biggest fear is that when he's not around anymore, his daughter will never get to that carefree, sassy little kid ever again. So I'm gonna keep talking trash about him all I want, and on the off chance he ever overhears me, I know he'll take some comfort for knowing that I never stopped just being myself and living my life my way. Anyway, so that's a brief story of Wuang Hill for you. Anything else on the agenda? Dzięki, I guess. Did you think I'd hide it from you? Nah, we're better buds than that. Plus, you did just rescue me from the border, so I owe you a big time. Answering your question seems like the least I can do.
Alright, in that case, Paimon has one last question. Earlier, you said that no one will have to die when the array is activated. Is that the truth?
Chyba. Yes, in my highly professional opinion, yes.
Okay. That's all Paimon wanted to hear.
A gdzie jest jakieś ale? Try not to dwell too much on all the stuff, okay? There are still 2 days to go, so check out the street fair and enjoy yourself. You said it yourself, remember? Gotta keep a reasonable work-life balance. I will see you at Julian Terrace in 2 days. This time we're gonna turn death to ashes. And I'll be affected too, of course. I can't bury you if I don't know where you are. Boże drogi. Ładne, a Twitch choć...
You
Personalnie bardzo mi się kojarzy z takim bardzo, nie wiem, świątecznym outfitem czy coś, bo tak patrząc, właśnie outfit z Ningła był bardzo elegancki, a te jakieś tak, nie wiem, z jednej strony trochę właśnie Szanik mi się kojarzy ze świętami, a Hutos trochę takim, nie wiem, motywem bardziej statkowym. O, jeszcze outfit Ganyu i Shenhe z tamtego roku mi się przypomniało. Też one były takie bardzo eleganckie. No może oprócz tego, że chyba Ganyu, ten przód jej sukienki wyglądał totalnie, jakby ktoś tak wziął i w połowie odciął. Jezus Maria. Mission accept. Because I'll be working tonight. I've always been very serious when it comes to work. Is this my gift? Look again, do you say anything about me that's different from before? Your hat. No, wcześniej tego nie zauważyłem. Yes, very observant of you, and all the proof I need that you spend your free time staring longly at pictures of me. There is no way to put a detail like that otherwise. Here, this plum branch is for you. Ooh.
Wait, isn't this the branch from your hat?
Bingo. Yes, and going back further is from the tree that I planted myself. You have countless friends in Liyue Harbor, so I'm sure you'll get plenty of fortune coins. I wanted to give you something different, something that will remind you of me whenever you look at it.
Someone doesn't like the sound of that.
Prawda? Okay then, I will rephrase. Something you can take a look at whenever you miss me. Oh, you just made it worse. What do you mean? I don't know what's going on through your head. Look, all I'm saying is I can be your side 24/7 like Paimon can. There's gonna be times when we're apart.
You scared Paimon.
I've got a gift for you too. Ooh. Huh? Wait, that's Sigil. Is this one from the fabled Rex coins?
You've got a great eye, Hu Tao. It's a Rex coin. Although probably not the genuine article, because the Conqueror of Demons told us he couldn't sense Rex Lapis.
Przejść ładne, but still the owner before us was someone pretty important.
Yeah, that too. So maybe it can keep you safe.
Wow, this is a real special gift. I'll take it. Thank you both. I will stay safe, don't you worry. Anyway, it's getting late and I have a few things to get ready before I head out to Wuang Hill. Besides, you should probably get back to Yunjin Terrace now. I know Tankan's still waiting for you. Please be careful. Don't worry, I got this. It was so nice to spend this time with you. Zhongli! Oh, what brings you here? No tea drinking today? It would be unbecoming of me to sip tea in leisure while my employer toils alone. Hi! So you do have a heart after all. Have you made up your mind, director? Through our history, we've fought off many existential threats with whatever tools we had at our disposal. Today is no different. We just have to rise to the challenge. It will be my first time using this average, so who knows how it'll go. But if I know one thing, it's that I must drive this back where it came from. Oh, also Traveler gave me a special fortune coin. Apparently, it's one of those Rex coins. You're more knowledgeable about this kind of thing than me though, so I appreciate your second opinion. It is indeed a Rex coin. It symbolizes good fortune and may offer some use as a protective charm. Totalnie nie umiem naśladować głosa Zhongliego, więc głosu, bo ja w ogóle nie umiem mówić. Późna godzina. Got it. In that case, after tonight, could you please return it to Traveler for me? You wish to return the gift? For what reason? Traveler reached Natlan and took a trip to the land of the dead while there. It must have been incredibly dangerous. Prawda? She's made it this far unscathed, so clearly she's blessed with good fortune, but her journey will only get more dangerous with each step, and that worries me. Tak, zdaje. So if there's a chance this Rex coin really can keep a person safe, I want to make sure that person is Traveler. You make good points, Director, but have you considered that Traveler perhaps had similar wishes for you? That's another reason I can afford to keep it. I don't know what's going to happen tonight. If worse come to worse and I don't make it back, I don't want Traveler to find out this coin didn't work by discovering it in a pile of debris. Ow! What if it upsets her? What if she feels like it's all her fault? I couldn't bear to see her like that. You know what I mean, right, Zhongli? I fear that I do. Your concern is that the sight of this coin will only make it more difficult to let go of your worldly attachments. It's like your mind reader. You know as well as I do that being too attached is a fatal flaw for a funeral director. It's a vice that's all too easy to fall prey to. But this time I must not repeat my dad's mistakes. That is what's most important here. Alright, since we're this far in, I might as well just tell you the rest too. If I don't return tonight, you will no longer be a consultant, because you'll be the 78th director of the Wangshed for... Co? To tak można? Your work is a far from done, director. I fear there's no one who would hope to take your place. Live in life and die in death. If my time has come, then so be it. There's no sense resisting the... O Jezu, nie umiem tego przeczytać. Nevertheless, I would urge caution. Focus on the task at hand, not what transpired in the past. And do not forget the rest of that saying. Follow your heart and do what you can. I understand. Alright, it's almost time. I should get going. It's a really beautiful day today. I should write a poem to capture this moment. A butterfly dances in a crimson bucket, for fear of the ominous rainfall that may soon show its face. With one last lingering glance at that carmine hue, she lies among the petals in the garden of eternal rest, as she sets the floral incense ablaze. The lone butterfly left, but not without a trace. A fragrance might her butterfly's embrace. The lantern race is about to begin. Nie, no dobra, Hutao da sobie radę.
Oh, look! Wow! It must be because it's... fire's almost out. Did we fail? A breakthrough? About what?
Ten o wszystkim pomyślał. Hutao, przechodzę z odsieczą. Kurczę, ładnie to wygląda. Ale te kwiaty, które za nią powstają, no, one oznaczają śmierć, z tego co pamiętam. Grandpa and Dad, are you here to take me to the other side? How I do as director, huh? Did I do the one great funeral parlor proud?
Absolutely. You did a million times better than me. Our little girl is the best.
Good. Then I can join you with no regrets.
We're proud of you, little lady. But we only came to see you because we've missed you.
I've missed you too, but are you saying you're not here to bring me into their afterlife?
Live in life and die in death. My child, your time has not yet come. Yes, the day of reunion will come in good time. There's no need to rush. Look, someone's here to take you home.
Traveler? Aww. No co, wszystko dobre, co się dobrze kończy, nie? You've been ambushed again. One more time, guess who? Happy Lantern Rite Director who? Good, you still recognize me, so the feather didn't fry your brain. I'm so glad. Looks like I can stop worrying now. Welcome back, my hero. Oh, you are the real hero. Don't be silly, it's just two of us here. You really want to talk in glib pleasantries? Because I can't outglip you any day of the week if that's how you want to do this. Alright, so how are you holding up? I'm doing great, thanks to a certain someone. Baiju gave me a checkup too. You look remarkably well too, considering what you went through, but are you sure you're well enough to leave yet? You'll only make things worse if you power through before you're truly healed. I'll be fine. Well, I should hope so. You know, I was really surprised you came to rescue me. You took such a huge risk. When did you become so reckless? I learned from the best director who... Hey look, Leroy Harbor looks so pretty from this angle. Let's see what's everyone doing at this hour. Those two kids look like they're in a hurry. I bet they're racing each other to the fortune coins. And that lady over there, her cheeks are so red, you think she's cut the sun? Ah, yes, she must be waiting for her lover so they can go set off some fireworks together. Ah, moja ulubiona parka. Such a marvelous view. Really puts me in a poetic mood. Okay, I got something. As fresh festive fill the streets, while lanterns light the sky like countless times before. I dwell not on the twists and turns of bygone years, but remember this, that with each new day I receive the gift of life once more. Thank you, traveler. Happy lantern ride. Ah.
Ooh, so now you and the traveler have matching
O.
badges.
Nie wiem personalnie, jak dla mnie bez polotu. No i chodź tu. Nie wiem, jakoś tak na nią kompletnie się nie ekscytuję, jakoś tak, nie wiem. Nie mam żadnych specyficznych przemyśleń na jej temat, jest mi bardzo obojętna i pewnie taka już do końca pozostanie. No cóż, więc w takiej pięknej scenarii raczej będę się już żegnał. Lantern Rite co roku piękny, nawet mimo iż przez brak czasu i studia musiałem wszystko speedrunować, ale no cóż, tak czy siak, myślę, że to jest chyba mój najbardziej ulubiony event w całej grze. W każdym razie dziękuję wam bardzo serdecznie za oglądanie, trzymajcie się i do kolejnego odcinka. Cześć!